when I started the school, I wanted it to be teacher-run, and everything come from teacher input and collaboration, and that has worked out beautifully, and we continue to grow and add programs.
Welcome back to Brew Talks. I'm Steve Stroud. I'm President and CEO of Roswell, Inc. We're your economic development organization serving the city of Roswell and the region.
And I'm Ashley Allen, Director of Operations, and today we have with us Angela and Kristi with Atlanta Academy. We're so excited to have you guys on today.
Thank you. We're thrilled to be here.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Neighbors.
So, neighbors is right. We are neighbors. And you know, one of the exciting things for us from an economic development point of view is education is so important, right? It's such a driver, not only just for the city, for the region, but for us as we recruit businesses. One of the things they look at and ask us over and over and over, what are our opportunities for education? Not just higher education, K through 12, what does that look like? What does higher education look like? And when we can say we've got these private schools like Atlanta Academy in our city, it makes a huge difference for large companies. You know, we just did an announcement recently for PBS, which is the aeronautical company out of the People's Republic, or Czech Republic. And truly, one of the things they were looking for and the reason they landed in North Fulton and Roswell is because of the education. Right? It's because they could tie K through 12, they could tie Georgia Tech, UGA, Emory, on and on the list goes. And of course, it doesn't hurt to have an international airport, which does help.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about Atlanta Academy. I think it's a wonderful story.
Well, thank you. It is a wonderful story, and we feel very fortunate and very blessed that so many things have worked out for us. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a journey that has been so rewarding. We started in 2000 in Sandy Springs, renting from a facility there, always in search of a property. And we came upon our property here in Roswell. Malin Mims owned the mall shopping center, and we were entering into negotiations of how could we afford something like this. It's too big. And he said, just make us an offer. And so we did come to an arrangement where we would do a lease purchase for 5 years. And at that time, it was just based on how much we could afford. He was very gracious. We started out with an enrollment of like 180. And so our lease payment would be small, and as we grew and increased, 5-year projection, the lease would increase. Well, in a month into the lease, Malin called me and said he wanted to donate the property to us. So that changed the whole picture and format and plan. So we did move into the main section and renovated just what we needed. And then as the tenants moved out, after a year or two, we were able to renovate the entire shopping center. And now it's a beautiful school. It doesn't even look like it was once a shopping center. And we are almost 400 strong in enrollment and thriving. We have preschool through 8th grade. We even have a nursery for our teachers' babies. And we could not be happier with our program. We are rigorous academics, but I think every school wants to tout that. But I think beyond that, when I started the school, I wanted it to be teacher-run, and everything come from teacher input and collaboration. And that has worked out beautifully, and we continue to grow and add programs. And we are recipient for the second time of the National Blue Ribbon School. So
Amazing.
that was exciting.
Congrats.
We went to Washington in November and received our award.
Neat.
And it just validates all our hard work and all of our parent involvement, teacher involvement, community involvement. It has really been a fun ride.
So
And
what
Angela's
a great...
being modest here.
She is
Steve.
being-
So she's being very modest. So actually, you know, the culture of a school from the beginning, it was her vision, and it's like a family. It's an amazing community. But when we first moved in, it was an empty building, and we always joke when people come in the front door, like, you're in the former furniture department, the furniture store. But Angela, just had this vision for a place where, the kids are with us for 8 hours a day.
Right.
And so you want a place where they feel loved and thrive, and they feel that those moments of, I'm going to try out for something new. I'm going to put myself out there and raise my hand. It's a very open and warm environment where kids take chances. And so, we started with 13 kids, and then it just kind of springboarded from there with people going, okay, we're going to follow. So it was you that really kind of propelled this. So she's being very nice.
Well, my secret is to hire great people, and I have an incredible staff. My teachers are passionate about what they do. We have a growth mindset at the school where we're always learning new curriculum, new teaching strategies, just constantly taking a look at ourselves. What can we do better? What's working? What's not? And like I said, that teacher input is key because they're in the trenches. But they have done an amazing job. We do have happy children. Parent involvement is especially it's an added touch that we really value and appreciate. They bring so much to the table. And when you're young in the elementary grades, those experiences of Fall Festival and enjoying the holidays, Thanksgiving feast, and things like that always make Festival of the Arts, those are your memories and the fun things. And so we do have parents that really make that happen and make that magic come to life. We also have such a rich curriculum. Right now we're in the process of building outdoor learning, outdoor classrooms. And that was a collaboration of teachers, students, parents, coming up with ideas of what we would like to see out there, and came up with a blueprint and a plan, and it's under construction now. And we do a lot of musical performances, so the amphitheater is in the works for the front. That's going to be exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just always imagining and creating and building on the interest of the children.
Sure.
I think they really have driven the music program to higher levels because of what they're passionate about, and the music teachers like, bring it on, let's do it.
More the merrier.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that's so impressive, kudos to the Malin Mims family and the company for having the vision, which they continue to do in this community and all of Metro Atlanta, right? But how many square feet are you guys in? It's
I think
big.
almost 10,000 or
No, it's 90,000
It's
square feet.
90,000. Yeah, you
90,000.
started out in
we're on
about
almost
10,
10
right?
acres. Yeah.
The middle section is 60,000, which is where we started.
Okay.
And then you have 15,000 on each side. And then that's it. The front
Oh, it's
yard
beautiful.
is
Yeah.
beautiful, but it was a parking lot.
So an adaptive reuse is, if anybody's on Holcomb Woods, they'll remember that was the Walmart shopping center
Right.
back in the day.
Way
in the
back,
day.
And when Mims took it over and you guys cut that deal, I remember going, wow, they put a school in there. That's kind of cool.
Right.
But you go by there now, and that beautiful green space in the front, it's exactly what you can see can happen to a shopping center that was not working or struggled.
Right.
And what a great fit and so convenient for so many people.
And
right?
Malin was an angel from heaven. He is such a kind and generous
He
man.
is.
And he believed in us. And we will never forget that. And, have really enjoyed this space of our own and continuing to build it out. We do have all kinds of things going on at the school as far as the chicken coop in the
chicken
back.
coop
Yeah.
was-
That's
Ashley
fun.
and I saw that, remember? And we're pretty impressed.
And it's not just that you happen to have chickens that you take care of, but you really have like figured out how to teach life skills beyond just helping to raise chickens. So tell us a little about that, because I do think that you guys have some very innovative programming. Like it's very thought out.
Yes.
Every opportunity that you guys can take, you jump at it.
Well, that came from a teacher, and she came to me and said, Angela, I'd like to do a chicken coop. And I was like, are you crazy? What? How are you going to do this? And so she said, I can do it. And she started explaining how we started small. But then I think the dads came in and helped build the coop.
Well, what happened is the baby chicks hatched, and I don't think any of us realized how quickly baby chicks grow to be very big chickens. So they had them in like a playpen, and then we came back on a Monday, and they were all out in the STEAM lab in the Innovation Center.
Wow.
And so
Running
then
wild.
we gathered,
Free
we
range.
told parents, like, oh, we're going to have to build a coop. So a bunch of dads came and some moms and built a whole coop, but it had to happen quickly because they were
Right.
kind of roaming the school.
They were, and I had to tell them, you guys, the chickens cannot be out in the classrooms during the day.
Yeah.
They were out on the field at recess though for a while, but
Yeah.
they also the kids. Another teacher said we wanted to market the eggs to our parents and raise money, and the money will go for the chicken feed and taking care of the chickens. So that's called the Coop Crew, and
That's the
they
part
have
I
a
really
T-shirt,
love.
I love that, yeah.
and they help clean it and take care of of everything. And we also started a greenhouse back there that we also feed the chickens with some
Sure.
of that. And some of the other things we're doing, there's a hydroponic tower that we grow lettuce and herbs, and that's farm to table because
Yeah.
we do clip that and put it on our salad bar at school, and the kids love to see that turn over. So all of these ideas that we try, if a teacher says, Angela, I'd like to try this, I said, let's go for it.
Let's
If we
give it a
can,
shot,
let's
yeah.
do it. And
Yeah.
wow, it has really, I've seen some amazing projects and
got
learning
an-
experiences for the children.
You've got an amazing gym.
Oh,
also.
that's great,
Your
yes,
gymnasium is
yeah.
phenomenal. I mean, your music department, you mentioned that earlier. What a great, meeting your music teacher and what they can do.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
Your kids got opportunities that others don't, right? And
We just make it happen. And I think a wing and a prayer should be our tagline because we have not had funding to do things all at once. And I've been very careful with not taxing the parents too much with asking for money all the time. So we do what we can afford, what we can raise. With the help of some grants from some
Sure.
foundations has also helped us. But I'm very proud of how we have managed to grow and still stay fiscally sound and strong.
it's awesome. Yeah, you'll be here for generations, and that's key. You can see that.
Yeah.
What do you see as far as growth? How many more students could you take?
Only about 30 more at the max. I think
Right.
430 because we cap it off at 16 to a class.
16.
And that's the magic I think that the teachers love. They can manage that. They can do so much with small class sizes. And we just don't have the space. Like
Right.
now it's hard to get everybody on the property to park. We have to use, additional parking off site. So we are careful with our growth, and we don't ever want to lose sight of our mission and our vision with what we're trying to do in our culture. We are extremely diverse. I'll let Kristi talk a little bit about our population.
So, and one thing that you were speaking about earlier, there's been studies about size of a school, and one of the big pieces of who we are, we open the car doors. We all put on our fluorescent vests, and we take turns and we open the car doors in the morning, and we address every single child. Good morning, Emma. Good morning, Grace. Good morning, Stephen. We know if grandma's in town, we know their dog that's sitting in the passenger seat. These kids, the minute they get out of the car in the morning, they're known. And,
Personalized.
It's personalized. And it's even on tours with admission, people will say to me at the end of a tour, they go, you know every single child. And I'm like, we all do. We all know every child. And so I think, we're kind of at capacity, but you don't want to go above where you don't truly know every
It's not
student.
manageable, right?
And obviously, I do admission, and so I run the tours, and I try to do them where it's personalized, so it's not a huge group tour. Because if you're on a tour for your daughter or your son, we want to be able to talk about the opportunities for your child. We are almost 40% non-white, and people are pleasantly surprised when they walk in our building. They go, "This is really diverse." And I say, well, it's so important to us, as it is to a lot of schools, and we've had schools reach out and say, "How are you doing this?" And I said, well, and our marketing director can speak to this, but I said, it is not a statistic on our website. It is woven into the day-to-day, who we are, learning from each other, having those connections of learning about other cultures and customs, but having great conversations, because you and I could be sitting in a room and we may not agree on everything, but we are respectful, we listen to each other, and that is just woven into who we are every day.
Yeah.
On that note, one of the things that I thought was really cool when we took the tour is you talk about learning about your students' culture and what they, you know, their families, maybe their heritage, or they celebrate. And you guys brought up that you have your families let you know what holidays they celebrate, and then the school learns about that, and you all celebrate together.
Exactly.
Which I thought was amazing. Not
is
only a
amazing.
learning opportunity, but a really, really good way to make sure everyone feels included.
We love that too, and we ask parents, please share with us your culture, your religion, your history, and they're willingly volunteering and helping us with that. We all celebrate together. Every morning we gather, and we have a characteristic trait that we're working on each month. This month is kindness, and we've had integrity, friendship,
Respect, responsibility, perseverance.
So each month is a quote, is a topic, and the students take turns looking up a quote along that topic from a famous person. And then they cite their quote, and then they say a little prayer, however they pray, on how they want to be more responsible. Please help me follow Eleanor Roosevelt and be more responsible, or something like that. And each week, and then someone holds the flag and someone leads the pledge. And I messed that up. Go back.
What a great way though to bring everybody together.
It is. It's 10 minutes. They're out the door. They're in class by 8:15, and it's that FaceTime that I have with them. I could certainly do it over the intercom, but I want to have that FaceTime with them. We talked about the Super Bowl this morning.
There you go.
We also will celebrate, this month we're doing Black History Month, and we're doing a lot of music and art and activities. We have some speakers coming in. We have Ramadan coming up, and we've got a family that is set to lead that. We did Hanukkah. We've done Diwali.
You give out birthday pencils. I mean, 8th graders come running up on that stage to get their last birthday pencil. Parents are coming to watch because it sounds like just a little thing, but when you get up on stage and it's your birthday and you're celebrated, it's special.
We had a teacher today. It was her birthday pencil. She came up and got her birthday pencil. She did a cartwheel and a split. The kids
Whoa.
went,
Oh my gosh.
The kids went crazy.
That tells you the energy level.
Is that hilarious?
We saw it. Well, I will say this: you're a valuable asset to the city of Roswell. You're a valuable
Thank
asset
you.
to the community as a whole and the region. And we support your efforts, and we appreciate what you're doing, and continue to do that. And know that we're a resource. Lean in on us anytime we can help, from Visit Roswell or Roswell Inc. or from the city. Let us know.
We
All right.
appreciate that.
Yeah, we're
We do
so
love
glad
Roswell,
to be
yeah.
a part of the Roswell community, so thank you.
Well,
appreciate it.
we always do a little cheer. Thanks to our sponsors, Wellstar, North Fulton. It's always a great day to do business in Roswell, and it's even better when you're educated. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.